Hey there tech fans, Rick here again from the OREI team with an overview of the BK-108 single input, 8 output, 8K HDMI splitter. This product was engineered to make it incredibly easy for you to share the output from a single HDMI media device with up to 8 ultra high definition monitors at the same time. The product fully supports 8K ultra high definition media content on both the input and all 8 of the outputs, and is both HDMI 2.1 as well as HDCP 2.3 compliant, which means it's plug and play compatible with all of your modern media equipment. The unit can even automatically downscale as needed if you're mixing different resolution monitors on those output devices. Finally, the product provides advanced EDID settings through a switch on the front, so you can make whatever adjustments are needed to match the resolution, the frame rate, and the audio style of the media content you're playing. Now, as part of this overview, I'd like to start with a quick unboxing just to show you everything that's included with the kit, and then I'll take a closer look at the BK-108 and explain the connections and indicators. I'll list the features and functions the product provides, and then I'll come back and do a short demonstration to show you just how easy this product will be to use with your own equipment. So let's get started with the unboxing. When you first open up the box, you'll find the BK-108. You'll find a single 12-volt 2.5 amp DC power supply. You can simply plug this into any standard wall outlet. The other end of the cord has a barrel connection on it with a locking collar, and that plugs directly into the DC input port in the back of the unit and provides all the power you'll need for operation. Also included is a bracketing kit you can use to mount the unit up off the ground and out of the way. In the kit, you'll also find a warranty card and a full instruction manual that explains connection diagrams, specifications, and a lot of really important information about the product that you'll need to understand in order to use it correctly. Now, if you stay tuned next, I'll take a closer look at the unit, I'll list the features and functions, and then I'll come back and do that demonstration. The BK-108 features a full metal cabinet, which makes it incredibly durable and really the perfect choice for both residential and commercial installations. On the top of the cabinet, as well as along both sides, you'll find ventilation holes that are designed to let any heat that develops during operation escape to keep the electronics inside at a very comfortable temperature. On either side, you'll also find mounting holes that can be used with the included bracketing kit to mount this unit up off the ground and out of the way. On the front of the module, starting on the left, you'll find a power indicator. The minute you add power to the unit, it immediately starts an internal power on self-test where it checks the electronics to make sure everything is working okay. Once it passes that test, it'll light that LED letting you know it's ready to use. To the right of that is an input indicator. When you connect this to the media device that you'd like to share the content from with your output devices, that HDMI cable is checked. Once it's been verified by the unit, that LED will come on letting you know you have a solid connection to your input. To the right of that are 8 output indicators, 1 through 8, and these indicate which of the monitors are connected and functioning. Because when you make a connection from here to your monitor, that HDMI cable is checked for each of the monitors. Once it's been verified by the unit, the LED will come on, again indicating a solid connection. So under normal operation, power, input, and whatever outputs are connected, LEDs will be lit. To the right of that is a bank of EDID switches, and these are fully explained in the manual. They allow you to adjust the audio style, the frame rate, the resolution of your input media versus your output monitors. To the right of that is a service port. That's a USB-C port, and that's used for updating the firmware on the module later on if needed. You'll simply connect this to your computer, move the firmware file over to the module to complete that upgrade. On the rear of the units where you'll make all your connections, starting on the left, you'll find a single HDMI port labeled in. That connects to the media device you'd like to share the content from with your output devices. To the right of that are 8 more HDMI ports labeled out 1 through out 8. These connect to your 8 monitors, and again, it's important to use high-performance HDMI cables to make these connections. Finally, to the right of that is a DC input port, and this is used with the included power supply. You'll simply plug that power supply into a wall outlet. The other end of the cable from that power supply has a barrel connection on it, which plugs in right there, and you can tighten that collar so it doesn't pop out. That single power supply will provide all the power you'll need for operation. The OREI BK-108 is compatible with all HDMI media sources, including game consoles, media players like Apple TV, streaming devices, digital projectors, and computer systems. The product's features include full support of 8K ultra-high definition media content. It provides a single input and 8 outputs for connections to your media equipment. It is both HDMI 2.1 as well as HDCP 2.3 compliant. It provides automatic downscaling of output for the content and also includes advanced EDID management. Now I'll show you just how easy it'll be to use this product with your own equipment. And for this demonstration, over here I've set up a small media player that's currently looping a video, and that's the media content I'd like to share on my 8 output monitors. Around me, I've set up 8 high-resolution monitors as my output devices, and these are where I'd like to enjoy the content from that media device. In front of me, I have the BK-108. Now the first set of connections I'll make are from the monitors to the product, and I've already connected high-speed HDMI cables up to the monitors. The other end of those cables plug into the output ports in the back of the unit. And I'll start with these 6 over here, and I'll plug those into output number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, and then finally number 8. And I've got 2 more monitors on my left over here that I'll plug into the first 2 connections once I get these securely plugged in. And it's important to use a high-speed HDMI cable to get the best possible resolution on your output monitors. Okay, now I'll plug in these 2 monitors. I've got 2 more high-speed cables plugged into those, and I'll plug these into output number 1 and output number 2. And now that I've got all my monitors connected, I can connect up the HDMI media device. I have another high-speed cable connected to that, and I'll plug that into the HDMI input port in the back of the unit. And now we're all set for power. I've already plugged in the power supply. The other end of the cable has a barrel connection on it with a locking collar, and that plugs directly into the DC input port in the back of the unit. Now the minute I make this connection and tighten that collar, the unit starts an internal power on self-test where it checks the resolution of my media device, and it's checking the resolution of all the monitors to make whatever adjustments are needed to give you the best possible picture. And that takes a couple of seconds to complete. Once it finishes, you'll see the images come up in all the monitors. Okay, there are 6 right there, and there are 2 more over there. So what you're viewing is the media content from that single device on 8 monitors at the same time. And the nice thing about this product is that it supports resolutions up to 8K ultra high definition, which means it's going to work fine with all of your modern media equipment. And it really is just that easy to get it working. I hope you found this overview of the OREI BK-108 helpful. This product provides an incredibly easy way for you to share the output from a single HDMI media device with up to 8 ultra-high definition monitors at the same time, while providing full support for 8K ultra-high definition media content on both the input and the output. And the fact that it can downscale means that you can mix and match different resolution monitors on the output at the same time. The product fully supports both HDMI 2.1 as well as HDCP 2.3 content, which allows you to use a wider range of different files and media equipment. The product also provides advanced EDID management through that switch bank on the front that allows you to make whatever adjustments are needed to get the best possible picture on your output. Everything you need to get started is included with the kit, and with a few simple connections, you can be up and running in no time. So until next time, thanks again for watching.